It's important to get your spouse or children involved with handgun shooting. It's a powerful way to push back against the anti-gun paranoia that the media and public education create. Make no mistake, if our personal liberty is going to survive, we need to win over our own family members, especially girls and young women. But it's critically important to do this the right way.
I've been shooting for years. I can teach my family members how to shoot.
Too often, a handgun shooter will put a 9mm or larger in his wife or children's hands to show them how it's done. The rationale is, while they may not enjoy it, at least they'll know how to do it if they need to. This is not a good trade-off, because it usually turns out like this.
Gee, Dad, that was fun. I can't wait to never do that again.
You may only get one chance to get a gun in her hands. Don't make it one she'll regret. Don't bubba your family members. Even if you know how to train them, don't. Good firearm coaches will not train their own family members, and they'll tell you not to train yours. That's because your ego is involved in the process. It's either he's dad or hubby, and I worry about what he's feeling, or he's dad or hubby, what does he know? A good spouse or child will be concerned about how you feel about how they're doing, and not totally focused on what they're doing. Get them trained, but scratch Bubba's discount handgun school off the list. The majority of our female students are women over 40 who share a common story. When we ask about their prior experience with handguns, these women will say some guy in their life, dad, husband, or boyfriend, took them shooting when they were young, usually in their teens or early 20s. They shot a handgun once and haven't touched one since. They've reached midlife still afraid of handguns. They got bubba'd. We're happy to see these women coming to us for training, but between the ages of 20 and 40, they've been voting and raising children. Maybe they supported the Second Amendment and influenced their children that way, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't have strong opinion either way. But the point is this: handgun training is not just about learning how to use a handgun. It's about overcoming fear, gaining real-world self-confidence, a sense of empowerment, and a true appreciation of the right to keep and bear arms. Handgun training is a life-changing experience. The best gift we can give young girls is a sense of dignity and confidence that's based on real-world experience and not on popular rhetoric. The ideal age for introducing girls to handguns is from 12 to 15. They have the mental and physical capacity for it, while still being young enough to find it interesting. After age 15, you'll hardly get them away from their mobile devices. Many adults believe that young teenage girls can't handle large caliber handguns. This is nonsense. Females reach their physical prime around age 15, and they can handle a Colt 45 as well as an adult male. The problem is not in their ability, but in getting them interested in doing it. Teenage girls will rarely ask to shoot a handgun. Even if they'd like to, they probably won't ask because of social pressures. As parents or grandparents, you need to guide them into the experience because they won't necessarily see the value of it for themselves. The challenge is to find a way to get them into training. Children today are raised with the expectation that someone else will always solve their problems for them and take responsibility for protecting them. The idea of handgun training for personal protection is not likely to appeal to teenage girls. They want to do things that are exciting, cutting edge, things that will make them more interesting or give them standing with their peers. Whatever approach you need to take with them, make it a priority. Pick a date and make it happen. Someday never comes. Time passes quickly, and as they get closer to college age, the harder it'll become. They'll always have more pressing things to do. Meanwhile, public education continues to pile on anti-Second Amendment propaganda. Time is not on your side. The reason we are losing the battle for the American culture is because we don't make a stand for what's important. We have not been good conservators of what the Founding Fathers gave us. We haven't kept the ideals behind the American Revolution, our Constitution, and Bill of Rights alive in the hearts and minds of our children and grandchildren. We've allowed the radical left to hijack public education, the public discourse, the media, and the courts by our apathy, silence, and failure to act. I'm asking you to take action. I'm asking you to become the radical activist, pro-gun, extremist, constitutional conservative that the big government statists have nightmares about. Work to get the youth of your family and of your community solidly behind America's first freedom, the one freedom that really matters. Get them into training.